Sonic the Hedgehog 3 has finally released. So today, we're going to be looking at my review and initial reaction. What I like, what I didn't like, and of course, whether you should watch it with your family for Christmas over boring on the full song. Let's get to it. Let's start off with the characters. Shadow. Oh my goodness, the voicing was perfect. Shadow was done so beautifully. Keanu totally mastered the voicing. I mean, Shadow had a lot of depth in this movie. Keanu made sure to make you feel for Shadow and make you love Shadow and want Shadow to be around all throughout the movie. Plus, the animation on Shadow was just beautiful. They make Shadow look so cute. I mean, I don't even have any words. He's just so adorable. All right, next up, the Robotniks. I don't really have any words. It's just Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey. So there you go. Sonic and Team Sonic. Oh my goodness. Sonic went through such a big arc in this movie. With the introduction of new villains and Jim Carrey coming back to play as Robotnik, he really had to go through a lot of problems and conflicts in this one. So that was really interesting to see. I loved it. And Team Sonic, I mean, Tails and Knuckles, cute as ever, being great brothers. I mean, I loved it. My sister's favorite is Tails, my brother's favorite is Knuckles, and we all agree that there should have been more of them. I mean, I felt like this movie was definitely focused on the Robotniks instead of Team Sonic and Shadow, which is where the focus would have been, but there you have it. The humans. So I actually really like what Paramount did with the humans. It was great. They chose not to focus on the humans, but instead on the main characters, which was definitely needed because they didn't make a mistake with the Robotniks. They gave them way too much time. I mean, sure, some scenes were funny with them, but there were also a lot of unnecessary scenes, and I would have rather had that screen time belonging to Team Sonic, Shadow, or Maria, so they could develop those areas more. At the end of the day, it kind of feels like Robotnik had way too much screen time, and you don't even get to see Team Sonic. The plot. The plot was simple, yet fun. Some may argue it's less adventurous, and I can see that. But you know, other than that, I thought the plot was cute, I thought it was fun, and I definitely think that there were tons of funny elements throughout the movie that make you laugh or go, oh, I knew that would happen, but it's still funny, and I still like it. The audience. There was a huge debate online. Who would Paramount go for? The kids or the gamers? Well, they decided to please the gamers by putting game elements all throughout the movie, like Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure 2 references. But at the same time, they kept the kids in mind. They tried to make it kid-friendly and tried to avoid scary elements that would frighten the kids. It was very much appreciated and created a fun, family-friendly movie that kids enjoyed immensely. The first post-credits scene. I mean, I was shocked. I thought they would introduce Silver, but no, they introduced Amy. But I do have to say, she looks gorgeous. The animation is beautiful. My only problem with this is that Paramount might miss the mark and go more for the gamers and the love relationship than the kids. But hey, I mean, we thought this movie wasn't going to be kid-friendly, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was actually really kid-friendly, and they kept us in mind. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Not too stressed out about that. And then there's Silver. I mean, Shadow, Sonic, and Silver are a trio, right? So if they bring in Sonic, which they did, then they bring in Shadow, which they did, they have to bring in Silver, and they have to complete the trio. I mean, I might start a petition for it, but again, we'll have to wait and see. Paramount might decide to introduce another character and bring Silver in. The second and final post-credit scene. I mean, when I saw the explosion in space, I was like, there's no way that Shadow, the ultimate life form, died to an explosion in space. And then in the post-credit scene, and zoomed in to like his ring on the ground, I thought, Paramount, you didn't. And then it showed Shadow picking up the ring, and I was like, yep, he's alive, let's go. But where are you gonna go with this, Paramount? I mean, of course you have to make Shadow join Team Sonic in the fourth movie, but I can't wait to see where you're gonna take this and what you're gonna do with it. Now, what about the villain, guys? I mean, I think Robotnik was a great villain, but he can't keep coming back forever, and I really think he's actually done this time. I mean, he had his own sad ending, his goodbyes to everybody, and then the explosion occurred. So, I think Robotnik's actually done. So who are you going to bring in, Paramount? I can't wait to see. I mean, I definitely think Paramount keeps improving with each of their movies, and I definitely think that the fourth movie is gonna be off the charts awesome. So great job, Paramount. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe for more Sonic the Hedgehog 3 videos.